Thank you, Toastmaster. I was a pampered kid, being the first child of my parents and the only daughter. I never knew pain or distress until I was in class 10th. No, it weren't my board exams. My mother had an arthritis attack and she went bedridden for several months. I not only cooked dinner for everyone, I packed lunches for my brother before he went to school. And not that I skipped a single day of my school. I rolled chapatis and I read my notes at the same time. Amidst that struggle, I completed my exams. 3 months later, when the results came, I had no hopes. My friend checked my result. And as she was announcing my marks over the phone, I could not believe what she was saying. I had been the second topper of my school. I was jubilant. I was jubilant, exhilarated, and my excitement knew no bounds. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. From one of the greatest despairs, I had reaped my first success. That was a story where for the first time I had unknowingly reaped the benefits of stress. You must be wondering, benefits of stress? Well, yes. Today, I will dispel the myth that stress is your enemy. I will convince you that you can befriend it and use it to your advantage. Stress comes in many forms. Job stress, relationship stress, travel stress, and the list goes on. There's so much bad news. Chronic stress causes depression, obesity, diabetes, heart attacks. Children who are stressed have their learning abilities impaired. How do these facts make you feel? Worried, more stressed. The real problem is that stress is an overhyped phenomenon, and it is a misnomer for even the slightest of tension. I have some good news for you. And the good news is that it is not the stress. Rather, it is our perception about the stressful event that makes us sick. Researchers in University of Wisconsin tracked 30,000 American adults for 8 months. They were asked what are their stress levels and how they perceive them. And then they tracked the public records to check who died. The results showed that a whopping 43% of those who had a lot of stress had an increased risk of dying, but only if they believed that stress was harmful. Upon extrapolating this data, it was found that a negative view of stress kills over 20,000 Americans every year, and it is the 15th largest cause of deaths, which puts it above HIV/AIDS, skin cancer, and homicide. In another research by researchers at Harvard University, they told a group of people that stress is nothing but a useful reaction to a threat. And the pounding heart actually pumps more oxygen into your brain and prepares your body to act. Surprisingly, these people showed relatively relaxed blood vessels. If you change your mind about stress, your body reacts to it. If you think stress bows you down, the body says, well, so be it. If you rather think stress helps you rise up to the challenge, your body responds to your belief. Let me cite an interesting concept about what goes inside when we are stressed. A hormone called oxytocin is released. The purpose of this hormone is to keep our blood vessels relaxed. So that we don't have a heart attack. The same hormone is known to be released in times of courage, love, and joy. Health psychologist Kelly McCullough McConigal has linked these two facts, and she says that in times of extreme stress, this hormone induces us to connect socially and seek social support. When we spend time with our loved ones, the hormone production is boosted, which in turn causes us to relax. Thus, she says that our internal responses to stress are nothing but a built-in mechanism for stress resilience. Consider a scenario. You were very stressed and you shared it with a friend. The situation did not change, but you felt better. Have we experienced? How about this? In extreme stress, you performed a social service and you forgot about your own problem. Has it happened? My friend, that's the hormone that's working for you. It induces you to connect socially and bond favorably. Stress is good. Let me now show you the stress curve. On the y-axis, we have our performance. On the x-axis, we have stress. It's a bell curve and divided into three. Least stress. That causes lack of attention, lack of interest, and boredom. Too much stress, fatigue, anxiety, panic, and breakdown. There is an optimum level of stress. This varies from individual to individual. But by now, I hope you are convinced that there is an optimum level of stress which can peak your performance and bring out the best in you. So stress is not something to fret about. And stress management is definitely not tantamount to removing everything in life that causes stress. There has to be some challenge, some anticipation of a reward that helps us perform optimally. To conclude, I would reinstate Kelly McConigal's statement. The stress that causes your forehead to sweat and your heart to pound is not your enemy. You can befriend it with your thoughts. Over to you.